not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on for the 5th time here today.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down, so you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept them short of the marker.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And a big... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. On 1st down, Rodgers. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Escobar with it over the middle. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Seven yards to go on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down in. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll give it to him right up the gut. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here. as we step aside. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Green Bay, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.